Today I'm going to show you all the supplies you need if you want to get started in crochet. So this is the outfit I am currently working on. It's going to be a dress. Okay. So first you're going to want to get some yarn. This right here, Red Heart Super Saver. Very cheap, very affordable, very beginner friendly. Okay, this is cotton yarn, 4-ply. Okay, next you want to get you a set of hooks. You can find them on Amazon. You can probably find them at your local Dollar Tree, but Amazon, they have a whole case for like about $7, $8, $9, and it comes with all the hooks. These ones don't have the covering on them, but that's okay. They give you another option on the other side, right? For these ones that have a little bit more, texture to it. So they're all the same sizes, just different textures. And if you look at the hook, it tells you what size it is on the hook. And if that writing ever comes off, you can always use this right here to measure the size of your hook. So you just insert one of these into the hole that fits, and it'll tell you next to it what size that hook is. Now, this pocket right here, it has all the things you're going to need. Stitch markers, okay? They have different sizes, different shapes, and these are good to help you when you're increasing and decreasing different rows. So this is a project that I'm working on. So if I want the row to start right here, I can put my stitch marker right here, and if I want to end right here, I can add another one right there, so I know when to stop instead of just counting. So that's how you use a stitch marker. So once you have your hooks and your stitch markers and your yarn, you're pretty much ready to go to get started in crochet. But I'm going to show you a couple other extra items if you would like to purchase them, right? So this right here is called a blocking board, and you use this to block out your crochet, right? So this right here is a square, as you can see, and I stretched it all the way out so that the corners can be perfectly aligned, so that whatever project I'm doing, my square is not going to be looking, lopsided. So this is very good for projects like this where you want to stretch out the material. Also, even though you're going to have your set of hooks already, I have plenty of hooks, and you're gonna see why when you start crocheting, because those hooks, they get lost. So you just want to keep your extra supply of hooks, okay? You're gonna become obsessed with it. And there's hook sizes that I never use. Like, look at this. This is so tiny. I would never ever use this size hook, even as an intermediate crocheter. No, because this is torture to me. It's torture. So your standard hook size that you would, a comfortable size would be like a 3.5. 4.0, very good size. 3.5, 4.0, and 4.5 are good size hooks to use when you're starting out crocheting. And if you're making plushies, you're gonna need probably a larger hook. Like this one is 5.5. 5.5 is a decent one. And when you have like chunkier projects, like chunky blankets, these big hooks come in handy. And the cheat code for that, right, when you're making blankets, instead of using a 4.5, you can use a larger hook and a thicker yarn so that the project works up faster. So as you can see on my bed here, this is a blanket that I made with the size 3.5 hook, and it pretty much covered most of the circumference of my bed, so that's pretty good. And yeah, once you have your hooks and you're pretty much ready to go, you can go on YouTube and find tutorials, and I also have tutorials on my page if you want to go and check that out. And also use your other resources, handbooks. These right here, crochet techniques and tips. They show you all the different stitches from beginner to intermediate. Okay, just like I explained, these are the different hook sizes. So this book is really going to come in handy. I got this off of Amazon, so make sure you take a screenshot of that, look it up, get you it, because this is going to come in handy when you're not able to look online to see what size hook you need. This book comes in handy. It tells you the different weights of the yarn and the types of yarn you need for each project. Okay, and it has pictures. We love pictures, okay? It shows you how to hold the yarn, how to hold the hook, how to do the different stitches. But like I said, there's also tutorials on my page that show you how to do just this same thing. Now, when you get a little advanced, you can get books like these that show you how to do different patterns, different bags. It has like written patterns, so it's very good to start learning the different stitch names, so that when you're ready to advance, you'll be able to do things like that. And this right here, granny squares. Granny square is literally the foundation of crochet. If you want to learn crochet, start off making a granny square. It's going to show you how to do granny squares. And once you get more advanced, you can make stuff like 3D granny squares. Like, I'm telling you, they got all types of like patterns that you can do. They're so beautiful. So maybe one day I'll come on here and we can do some of these out of the book. But I will upload a video of just a basic granny square for my beginners who want to learn how to crochet. Now, once we have all of that, right, this right here, I love it so much. This right here is a yarn bowl. So you take your yarn, you get your yarn winder, and it's gonna make a, like a yarn cake that you could just sit in there, and as you're working your crochet, you don't gotta keep fighting around with this, okay? Now, that has been very helpful for me, and you want to get your stuff organized so that everything is all in one place. So I have this container that has the stitch markers and some labels and some darning needles. Okay, and you're gonna need a lot of these. Measuring tape. You're gonna need the measuring tape, okay? And just little scissors. I got tons of these, and more stitch markers. So it's good to have yourself organized so everything is like all in your reach. Now, when you're making stuff like bags, you're gonna need hooks. You're gonna need these kind of hooks for your bags, your keychains, whatever it is that you want to make that requires a hook. And for my plushies, you're gonna need these, okay? These are buttons that go on your plushies. The eyes, the different color eyes, the noses, and the little backings that go on the back of them. Okay. And for me, I'm crocheting all day long, especially at night. So I invested in these hooks right here. These glow in the dark. And this right here is a stitch counter. It's a stitch and a row counter. You attach your hook to this and you're pretty much good to go. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like when you attach it. So this is how it looks like when you attach it, okay? And every time when you're done a row, you just add stitch and it'll count the stitch for you. And this right here is, I love to use this at night when I'm crocheting. But yeah, this is everything, like all the basics and everything that you will need if you want to get started with crochet. And if you're interested in this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out my tutorial for the beginner crochet and intermediate crochet. So whatever it is you want to do, I got it all on my page. And thank you for coming to my channel and supporting. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.